mention, but we might mention these things in the show. Maybe what we do is
Hey, we're recording right now anyway.
Oh, are we? I don't see it. Oh, yeah, we are. Maybe we'll give any of the extra footage past the normal of the show, like we're talking right now.
Yeah.
As for extras to the second tier patrons. So we were just briefly talking because we may not have time in our show, right, Ryan? As we're waiting for Cirroc.
Yeah, we're waiting for Cirroc to come in, so we're just recording a little extra for our cool fans.
So we're gonna name this episode as a nice homage to Star Trek, Waiting for Cirroc. Or In Search of Cirroc. Apparently, he's having some technical difficulties at home.
The search for Cirroc.
The search for Cirroc, which I have to comment on this episode. They're always searching for Spock. Always. He's always lost, and it's kind of funny. But that's true. But just previously, what were we chatting about? Connolly, right? And we were talking about how it was really, really set up for him to die. You were mentioning that, and I was thinking, why don't they? Why didn't the red shirt die? That would have been great homage.
Because she's a Barzin, and that's freaking awesome. We want the Barzin, but she could have been a blue shirt, and he could have been a red shirt too.
Exactly. Which, and if he's gonna die, I don't like that they make him not very likable, because then we don't have as much empathy for his death. And he's just brand new on the show, so it doesn't build up anything.
There are 2 points to that. I think number one, very quickly, is maybe their Discovery is continuing to try to say, yes, we're going to make homages, but we want to be our own thing. We don't want to be too predictable. We don't want to say, like, all red shirts are going to die and then be like a running gag or a running joke or something. But to the second bigger point that you're making, I think the most important thing is it would have had an emotional impact if he wasn't a dick. Like, if he comes in, and, for example, Kayla goes, Connolly, oh, my God, it's so good to see you again. This is so wonderful.
Yeah.
It's really great. You got promoted finally. I'm so happy for you. Or something like that. And we're like, whoa, that's cool. There's like an opening for Kayla to get like character growth. There's this new guy. And then don't make it too heavy, because then that also makes us expect.
Right.
Like, it's like Game of Thrones death. As soon as somebody gets like this moment of happiness, that's when they die,
Right.
Yeah. And another thing that would have been fun too is if they made some reference to that, both of them, or if it was a killer, it was somebody else that knows each other from Starfleet Academy, and made some running joke. Oh, are you still doing the final test? Are you still stuck on the Kobiak? I always mispronounce it.
Maru.
Yeah. Make some reference to that in a fun sense, that he tried it more than anybody else and continued. Obviously, everyone fails except Nog. But what's that?
Obviously.
No, in the books, I think Nog. There's this. Jarrod, you can clarify this. There's a thing that Nog somewhat beats that.
I think he pulls a Kirk.
What?
I think Nog pulls a Kirk.
Yeah.
Nog
he basically decides to deal with the Vulcans, and it messes up the program. So, okay, what do you guys want? There's that version, and then there's another version, where he kind of games the system, so to speak. I can't remember.
There was two. Yeah. Okay. Because there was twice. There was once in a short story, and then once in another way, and then
Nog
beat it twice, because there's two different stories of it.
So they could have, like you said, made us a little bit more empathetic to his character. And you knew when he was talking too much, he was going to die. It was over. Anybody that talks that much in an asteroid field is dead.
And I wonder if they did.
Wait. Go ahead. I wrote it down, so I'll remember. Go ahead, Jarrod.
I wonder if the way that they did it that way is so that it wouldn't take away from the pace of the episode. Like, to be adventure, 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 depression, adventure, adventure.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. But I was thinking
we like the ups and downs of shows. It doesn't have to be a constant thrill ride of motorcycles and Beastie Boys anymore.
That's true.
There he is,
the hottest man in cyberspace.
Wait! I have to say this because this was really funny. Well, maybe I should save it for the regular show. Maybe we'll bring it up. What's up, Cirroc? You figured it out? Hey, this is like the Apocalypse Now version for Cirroc.
Hey, Cirroc, before you say anything too naughty, like we all do, just to let you know, we're just doing a little recording of, pre-talk. We're not actually recording the show, just a little thing. So
extra stuff.
That's great.
Yeah,
great.
bonus footage.
Cool.
Yeah,
Bye. So thank you for joining
Bye.
us, Cirroc. It's been great.
Bye, buddy. Oh, welcome back. Hey, you're like wearing one of your shirts from the show.
Yeah, you saw that.
Cool, man.
It's the color.
Hey, I was going to wear that same shirt, Aaron. I'm glad I didn't. It would have been very awkward.
That would have been so funny, though, if you wore the same
exact same shirt, literally.
All right, so I think we can end the pre-recording stuff.
Wait, no, I have to say this.
Why would I even
have to say this? So you know how we touched upon they could have killed a red shirt to do an homage, right? Well, when Pike was in, I can make two jokes: the sperm bubble pod or the Jurassic pod, whichever one you want to call it.
We got to go with sperm bubble.
I don't know. They look like.
It did look like a Jurassic pod, though. You're right.
Yes, it did.
What's it?
Oh, God.
Where's he going?
Like, speaking of sperm bubbles, I'll be right back.
Okay, hold on. I'll forget to say this.
Actually, it's Jurassic Park.
All right, let me say this. Otherwise, I'll forget it. So Saru or one of them say, "Hey, we're doing a remote diagnostic," and Pike says, "What did he say? I wrote it down. I know the diagnostic. It's what did he say?
It's broken or whatever.
Yeah, it's dead. He should have said. We're running a remote diagnostic. It's dead, Saru. It's dead. That's the diagnosis, which would have been, right back to McCoy. It's dead, Jim.
I thought you were going with that, yeah.
It would have been so, just...
Speaking of McCoy, he and I share a birthday.
Wow.
McCoy or DeForest Kelley?
DeForest Kelley.
Nice, that's cool.
Me, DeForest Kelley, Tom Baker, and Neil Armstrong.
Wow, that's
Neil Armstrong
right there.
Yep.
I don't know anybody I share a birthday with except for a dude I met.
And George Burns.
Nice.
Wow.
God, that's God, dude.
Yeah.
Well, and the devil.
Yeah, he was a little bit of both. I remember that.
All right, so we'll cut out the rest of this recording and then we'll do the good thing.
We started it waiting for Cirroc. We're ending it waiting for Cirroc.
There is a play called Waiting for Godot.
Yes.
This is Waiting for Cirroc.
Waiting for No J. I don't know. We can't do it. All right.